So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our video of Dasamsa chart Ascendant. And today we're going to be covering Leo Ascendant for your Dasamsa chart, as in what happens when you have Leo Ascendant rising in the D10 chart, which is actually the chart that represents your obligation in society. What is that you have to do in this society in order for you to come and die? That's what it is. And the Dasamsa really shows all the issues of your life that come forward into the public life. Like, for example, some people keep their divorces hidden, keep certain things hidden. If they adopted a child, they'll keep it hidden. And some people get to find out, oh, they got divorced. Oh, this happened, that happened. So you can literally see even the condition of the marriage in the public eye by looking at the Dasamsha. I guarantee you this. So that's what we're discussing. And as always, if you do not know, if you have this particular Dasamsha, or what your ascendant is in Dasamsha, along with all your planetary placements, for that, check out the links here. Check out my full astrological report, including my books, consultations, and link to my academy, Vedic Astrology Academy, where I am teaching planets through nakshatras, ascendant through nakshatras, which I'm about to finish, but you can obviously check out all the previous videos there too. And please make sure to sign up on astrologykrs.com under contact section for the newsletter, because I'm going to be sending out a lot of articles and paper once a month, once every other month. Like, I'm not going to be like spamming, but it's important. You'll see, you'll read it. Okay, so let's start with this particular video. So Leo Ascendant in the Dasamsa chart. The very first thing that you will see with Leo Ascendant, that only after birth of children does their career sparkle, does their career take off. And especially the type of work that they want to execute, the type of, karma that they want to execute in the world, which will allow them to have subordinates. Such people feel that they need to have a pride. And they want to work in a place where they have other people that they can distribute tasks to. And they can have people like their children that they can actually take care of and show them, learn from them, and obviously being in a kingly position with them. And especially with Leo Ascendant, you will see they will always deal with opposition. They will always deal with opposition of a large group. Doesn't matter what you are, who you are. You could be the president of a country, you could be a plumber, you could be an IT professional, you could be an occultist, you could be a spiritualist, you could paint houses. And not like Robert De Niro in The Irishman, but I'm talking about paint houses. You're going to find opposition. There will always be a group of people that will not like the way you make decisions in life. They will not like the way you deal with life. And remember, this is not something you're going to find so much in the birth chart. But in Dasamsha is where it gets executed. At the same time, the other thing we also see, such people will have major karma to deal with in their own private offices, in their own place of work that they create. And especially the peace of mind. Such people's peace of mind always will be disturbed with their work. As long as they are working, as long as you're working, there will never be this point where you will feel like there's this peace. There will always be transformation, and there will always be hurdles. There will always be this change that comes in. But one thing you will also see with a Leo ascendant, whenever you have a female boss or a feminine boss, which could be somebody who has a feminine personality, somebody who could be gay, whenever you have these type of combinations, you will see you will excel in your life. You will always be able to climb up high. And especially such people always get the strongest backing. See, they will not have the backing of partners because they will always have opposition with the partnerships, always have opposition with a large group of people, but they will always have the backing of their mentor. They need mentor for them to feel secure and safe. They need mentors to feel secure and safe. And such people will devote themselves to being workaholic. See, Leo ascendant in the birth chart will make a person a bit lazy per se. Meaning like, I don't need to do this because I don't have to. Kind of like in the movie Goodfellas. It's funny, I brought the two movies in mentioning because Irishman is about male-dominated type movie. Goodfellas is this male-dominated type mafia movies. Both are very similar. So it's funny how my brain is kind of connecting with that. But in Goodfellas, they talk about Paulie, the old main guy. And they say, Paulie moved slow because Paulie didn't have to move for anybody. So this is what happens with the Leo Lagna. But when it comes to performing karma, because remember, performing karma is different than just dealing with the karma, with the birth chart. So performance of karma is seen with the Leo ascendant that they will be workaholics. They will work 18 hours a day. They will work 16 hours a day to get that job done. But one thing that they will be prone to is taking professional debt. And that's something you need to watch for. Taking on professional debt, like meaning taking on debt for your company. So taking on behalf only, and of course you're going to take debt only when you have a job. Oh, I'm sorry. You're only going to take debt when you have a business. You're not going to take a debt when you have a job. Because you're going to have to buy supplies, right? You're going to have to store them. Even if you're selling on Amazon or Alibaba or Flipkart. You have to have those things. But specifically for these people, they have to be very careful. Because debts can be quite detrimental to their fame, to their recognition. And they will always be prone to that because they tend to get debts quite easily. They want a loan? Oh yeah, they somehow find a way to get that loan. But repaying that loan, okay, that's an emotional torture. Paying back that loan. If you're smart, you will know which house I'm referring to with paying the loan back. Okay. And one of the things you will also see, if a Leo person in Dasamsha is not the smartest person, let's say. I'm sure you can find a scientist with Leo ascendant in Dasamsha, or you can find someone like me. But their subordinates, they will always be so much more smarter than them that they will help them to elevate to a higher level. Now, usually we have this perception of Leo being very dynamic, right? Being very show-offy, very much out there, wanting to be that. Is that the case here with this Dasamsha? Sure, it is that case. However, that case does not come in without work. If they don't work, and if they just, let's say somebody's a rich kid, $1 billion parents, and they have this money and they have the Leo Lagna, they will not get the same respect. They will not get the same fame as somebody who has a Leo Lagna. And they work. People can see that you're working. If you don't work, it nils it out. Because then that will represent some curse from the previous lineage. So this is what the Leo ascendant really does. And also one thing you will see is that they will have a lot of emotional traveling in their life. Like, especially when it comes to travel for work, it'll be more based on emotions than facts. It'll be more based on emotions than actual making a deal. Now, how does that get rectified? Is once they have their own property and their own home, when they sign on the deed of their own home, then the travel starts giving them more profit in their own business though. Not in a job-like scenario, because in a job you will only travel when the company knows there is a profit to be made. Okay. So anyway, guys, this was my analysis of Leo Ascendant in the Dasamsa chart. If you're new to my channel, subscribe below so you don't miss these type of videos. And if you want to know where your Leo Ascendant is in Dasamsha, all my astrological details, check out the links here. And please sign up on the contact form on the website. Thank you.